of the ultimate ways to celebrate with friends is to throw a dinner party. It's not easy, and if you do it wrong, you'll also get so busy that you might forget to have fun yourself. So we have tips on throwing a dinner party that even you'll enjoy.
So you want to throw a dinner party.
A lot of people don't know the art form to throwing a great, efficient dinner party.
But don't worry, because we are talking with private chef Rami Rassis on 3 ways to make sure you have a successful dinner party. First up, prepare ahead of time.
If you have a dish that has any type of sauce or puree, make it a day in advance. It's going to be just as good the next day.
I've made sauces very similar to all these ingredients, is it creates quite a mess. And so you don't want to have to be worrying about that mess the day of your party.
You can also prepare your vegetables ahead of time.
There's a French term, mise en place.
Mise en place.
Mise en place,
Mise en
yes. Which basically just means getting your ingredients in place.
So chop up your veggies, add your spices, and set them aside to cook the next day.
With your starches, whether it's rice or potatoes, you can do it a day in advance. So what I do is I cook the pasta al dente. We cook it for like maybe 5 minutes. And then the day of, you can take this linguine and just have a pot of boiling water and just put the linguine in a strainer, dump it in the water for a few seconds. It gets hot and it completes the cook.
If you're preparing meat for a dinner party, season and marinate the night before, but wait for the day of to cook. Next, it's time for portion control.
First thing you want to do is figure out how many courses you want to serve.
Okay.
Then adjust based off bites.
Most people are going to get full around 16 to 20 bites.
So if you're doing 4 courses,
You got to account for, okay, how many bites of salad are they going to have? How many bites of fish? For how many bites of steak? And you portion accordingly.
but if you're only doing 1 course,
The general rule is maybe a half a cup of carbs, a full cup of veggies, and then about 6 to 8 ounces of protein.
And lastly, if you're going with a plated dinner party, presentation is key, starting with the sauce.
What I was doing with the spoon, the smearing technique, if you actually have a toothpick and you have 2 different types of sauces, you can use a toothpick and just kind of spiral, swirl the colors together.
Be creative and design the sauce on your plate however you'd like.
And then, if you notice, we layered everything. So I like to layer stuff where we have, the puree with the scallop on top and the sauce on top of that and then the garnish on top of that, but everything's visible.
You can dress the plate from bottom to top or from left to right, but chef's tip is to make sure that everything on the plate is touching. We're taking your dinner party from 0 to 100 with 3 simple steps.